This is John Paul Rai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and this here is actually an article from way back in 2013. It's almost 10 years old now. However, I've never heard about it. I've never heard anybody talk about it. Shout out to Cindy Bryden who sent this to me. It's from the Imperial College London, if that's exactly the name of the website, called Actor Johnny Depp Immortalized in Ancient Fossil Find. So it appears somebody actually named a fossil after Johnny Depp, and also, as you can see there, after Edward Scissorhands, for kind of obvious reasons. I guess the Scissorhands there reminded them of the claws on the fossil. So let's take a look. A scientist has discovered an ancient extinct creature with scissor, hand-like claws in fossil records and named it in honor of a movie star. Now, this is a really, really tough name. I will try, and I don't expect anyone to think I'm going to pronounce this correctly, because this is not a word anyone's ever seen before, really. The 505 million-year-old fossil called Cotenichilla deppi, pronounced Cotenichilla deppi, which is a distant ancestor of lobsters and scorpions, was named after the actor Johnny Depp for his starring role as Edward Scissorhands, a movie about an artificial man named Edward, an unfinished creation who has scissors for hands, which we all knew, but I guess even at this point in 2013, they had to explain it because, kids and whoever just might not have known the movie. And here we could see it. So obviously, it does look a little bit like those scissor hands there. You could see that one right there, just behind Winona Ryder's back, just sticking out there. And it is uncanny that, like, the longest claw there does look like Edward Scissorhands' hands. So you could see why this scientist named it that, which is pretty cool because I don't think that any movie star has a fossil named after them. Not that I know of. Feel free to leave it in the comments if you know someone, but I'm thinking the answer is probably NO. Cotenichilla deppi is helping researchers to piece together more information about life on Earth during the Cambrian period when nearly all modern animal types emerged. David Legg, who carried out the research as part of his PhD in the Department of Earth Science and Engineering at Imperial College London, says, "When I first saw the pair of isolated claws in the fossil records of this species, I could not help but think of Edward Scissorhands. Even the genus name Cotenichilla includes the reference to his film as chilla is Latin for claws or scissors. In truth, I am also a bit of a Depp fan, and so what better way to honor the man than to immortalize him as an ancient creature that once roamed the sea." Cotenichilla deppi lived in very shallow seas similar to modern coastal environments off the coast of British Columbia in Canada, which was situated much closer to the equator 500 million years ago. There's a fun fact. The sea temperature would have been much hotter than it is today, and although coral reefs had not been established, Cotenichilla deppi would have lived in a similar environment consisting of sponges. The researcher believes that Cotenichilla deppi would have been a hunter or scavenger. Its large Edward Scissorhands-like claws with their elongated spines may have been used to capture prey, or they could have helped it to probe the seafloor looking for sea creatures hiding in sediment. So there you have it. I mean, you just don't really see articles like this about too many movie stars. I started this case like 3 years ago, and I was, the average fan of Johnny Depp. I was like, yeah, I've seen him. I know Johnny. He's pretty cool. I like plenty of his movies and stuff like that. But I never really actually dug into what was going on with him behind the scenes, his music, his fans, the community, things like that. And when I see stuff like this, I just can't help but to think that, yeah, this guy is pretty unique. That's for sure. And like I said, I cannot think of any other actor who's got such a wide spectrum of fans and diverse things about them like this here. You guys, let me know what you think down below. Doing shout outs, special thanks, things like that. Depp vs. Heard, pop culture. If you don't subscribe, well, I guess I'll be pretty sad. We're done for now. See you next time.